another episode of Tiny Nest. I'm Kiva.
And I'm Jake. This series is following our tiny house project from the early stages through to completion and beyond.
As you can see, we've made some progress and we've made a little video to show how we got the walls up.
Okay, so we built a wall and it seemed successful. So we're gonna go ahead and build all 4 walls and just store them in the garage and then get some help to come over to raise them all. And after having built this one and feeling good about it, we're on to the second one and I'll show you what we're doing. So I mentioned in a previous video that we had snapped chalk lines for the square of the framing foundation and matched it very closely to the 3D model. So we're going ahead and just using the 3D model to get all of our cuts and using it as if it were a plan. And it's really awesome because you can use a measuring tool and get very precise down to a 1/16 of an inch measurements for anything, and that includes all of the angled pieces. So because we've got the sloped roof and all of our studs have an angled cut on the top, we can go into the model, measure the short or the tall end of the angle, mark that, cut it on the miter saw at the angle we need, and on our first wall we just kind of experimented doing it this way, cut all the pieces ahead of time, and it worked perfectly. So we're just going to move ahead and use the 3D model for every cut that we have and then just fit it into physical space and make it work. And so right now we're just looking at, this is the wall we already did, and I've just added in the other wall that we're working on now, and I'll show you where we're at with that.
Alright, so this is our second wall. The first step that we did is we cut all the pieces and now they're just laying in place. The next step is we're going to take all of the middle pieces out so that we can fasten the perimeter together. Once we square the perimeter, we will hold it in place with a brace, much like you saw on our first wall. And then after the brace is in, we will put these middle pieces back in and fasten them to the perimeter.
So we fastened it all together and looks pretty good. We checked all of our measurements after and it's all really good. Maybe like a 1/16 off in some places, which is totally acceptable. And we tacked some little nails into the corners where we had originally made our square measurements before we put the brace across, and checked it again. And everything looks good. So it stayed square, everything went in nice, and it's all good. We found one mistake, which was that I made this mark 1 inch off, so this stud is slightly out, but it's okay because since it's just a free stud, we'll be able to bash it over an inch, and then that'll be it, and this wall's done. Alright, and now we're just going around and fastening everything down and making sure everything is flush and square. And then we'll carry on with the next step.
If you want to see some of our previous videos, click on the preview tiles. And subscribe if you want to follow our progress. You can also visit our website here.